Okay, moms, a lot of y'all wanted to know how to make homemade laundry detergent, and today actually I'm making some, so I decided to show y'all how it's made. So you're gonna need super washing soda, Arm & Hammer super washing soda. You gotta make sure it's that kind. Don't get baking soda. And borax, and a bar of Fels-Naptha. You'll find it all in the laundry section. First, you get the bar out of Fels-Naptha and you either grate it. Somebody also gave us a tip to stick it in the microwave, let it cool down, and it'll just break apart. That worked okay for me. I'm not very patient to wait for it to cool down, so it was kind of breaking apart and kind of not. So I mean, it wasn't bad. Grating did take a long time, so I'd probably choose that route the next time again. Okay, so right now I'm boiling the water and melting the bar of soap. You want to for sure be sure to grate it before you even try to do this, because otherwise it's going to be a really long task for you. So you see the chunks that are in here? You don't want chunks. Where's the chunk? There was one. All these chunks in here. You do not want chunks. You want to make sure that it all completely dissolves into the water before you put it. And see, that's too big. So I'm gonna have to wait a little bit longer before I can toss this into the bucket. Okay, so now what you're gonna do while your soap finishes melting in the boiling water, you're gonna want to get 1 cup of super washing soda and 1/2 cup of borax. And whenever the soap is done melting, I'll show you what you do next. Sometimes it's really hard to see if there are chunks left in there when you're trying to stir. So something I do is I strain it. And as you can see, there are still some chunks left in, so I'm gonna have to keep melting those a little bit longer. Okay, the next thing you do, you fill a 5-gallon bucket halfway through with hot water, and once your soap is completely melted, you pour it in and you stir it together. Now I'm gonna add the 1 cup of super washing soda from Arm & Hammer and the 1/2 cup of borax. And I'm gonna stir it up until all the soap has dissolved. Okay, now that you mixed them together, you can add about 10 drops of essential oils of whatever kind you want. This is an example of an essential oil. We don't use grapefruit, but lavender's a nice one to use, just to give your clothes a different scent. The soap itself has its own scent, so we never use anything but the way it smells naturally. But if you want to add something, you can. 10 drops should do the trick. So after it's mixed in, you're going to fill the rest of the bucket with water, and you're going to seal it up with a lid, and you're going to let it cool down for 1 to 2 days. Okay, so we just added the rest of our water, and it's time to seal it. One thing I wanted to say is you can use a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of this per load, and it is safe for your high efficiency washer. So our last batch lasted us about 6 months, and it costs about $10 to make, and the bucket's only $5, so it's a really good deal. Anyway, if you have any questions, just ask and I'll be more than happy to help.